Boom, boom. This is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Bleach Immortal Soul up today, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, we've got a couple things going on right now. So, we've got the Defend the Karakura Town event. That's going to be up for another day. So, you want to get in there and knock that out if you can. This had a really good setup here for me because I needed to get some of these shards for Ichigo's weapon, and I did, so I managed to complete that. I'll show you him here shortly. So, but other than that, we had some pretty good, SSR characters in here if you need any of the shards for them. Of course, then there's the Omni shards. And standard fare, nothing new about that. We've talked about that before. So, you got another day to knock that out. So, also the World Championships is going on. So, you want to make sure that you get in there and knock out. Try to do at least 5 of these today. I'm in Platinum. So just moving up through the ranks, and you can see the reward at the bottom. You want to try to get as high as you can. You want to try to get up. At least get up into. See, as you can see, I've still got 4 or 5 levels to go to get to the max. I'm going to try to get to Diamond 4. I might be able to get into Diamond 3, but once I get to Diamond 4, it start to hit or miss as to whether or not I'm going to be able to win. And in Diamond 3, it's going to be really difficult because that's when you're getting up into the 500 or the 6 million. I'm only at 4 right now, so they're a little bit too overpowered for me. But I have managed to come up 1 rank. I was before. I think was it gold? What was I? I was in platinum. So Platinum 1, 2, and 3. So I managed to move up to Platinum. So that's pretty good. I'm at Diamond 5 right now. So yeah, I'd like to get up in there in the tier rewards. Season rewards are what really matter because that's where you get the really good stuff. This is okay stuff. I mean, it's not bad. But this is the really good stuff. This is the shards for the weapon. And most importantly, the tech... the medallions that you can use for tech research, which is where you can get some good stuff for your UR characters, as well as the gold's nothing to shout at either. So, yeah, but you at least want to get up into the diamond because that's where you can get 50 shards. Okay, and 50 shards is where you want to be able to, you get 50. That's enough to make the weapon of one of your characters, and there are several SSR characters that do not have their weapons inside of the shop, gotcha shop, or are not inside of any place inside of the store where most of the other SSR character weapons are. So 2 to come to mind are Ichigo, base Ichigo, and of course Unohana. Neither of those weapons in there. So you have to get, you can get them from inside of here. Right there's Minazuki, which is Unohana's, and right there is Ichigo. So you can get them inside of here. There are a few others as well. I have not really looked at them. Some of these you can get in the store, so you really wouldn't want to spend any type of on something that you can get in the gotcha shop or in the store on weapons in here. So just focus on weapons they don't offer in there. Okay, that's what I would suggest doing. Okay, and there are a few that are in here. So those ones, so you want to try to get to 50. So that's what you want to go. So I'm at Platinum 1 right now, so I just need to go up 1 more rank to Diamond 5. Once I got to Diamond 5, I'll be able to get that. So that's where I'm going. So I'm going to try to get up another rank or 2. I've still got 8 days, so it's plenty of time. All right, so that's the World Championship. Now, I went ahead and sort of did a when I got hit with that Soul Box event that had Ichigo, I went ahead and decided to go ahead and focus a little bit on him because I knew I'd be able to get him up to 4 stars. So that's where I've been spending a lot of my time right now, is focusing on. I do, in fact, have his weapon. I did purchase 3 of the. I needed 12 or 13 shards. You can only buy 5 at a time, so I had to do it 3 times. But I did do it 3 times, and I did get his weapon. So his weapon is awakened. So I've got 1 awakening on the weapon, as you can see. So I went ahead and did it since I came up just a little bit short on the weapon. I'm like, well, I might as well go ahead and do it. And since I was going to get his weapon, and I had a lot of shards, very close to bringing him up to 4, I just decided to go ahead and bring him up to 4. It'll be excellent for squad boss, and excellent for the Karakura town event once I get him up. Simply because of the fact that his skill, he's not technically, he technically hits one person, but because it deals damage to a column, so he hits a column, which is 2 people, but then he deals 40 additional damage to targets whose HP. So he's not technically a single striker, but anybody who hits just a column, or row, or single does more damage to that target than the AoE ragers. So if using a single target nuker on Karakura town and squad boss is advisable. I have a different my team. The team that I use in PvE is different from the team that I use in squad boss and Karakura town, simply because of the fact that in PvP, the arena, and in PvE you want to focus on AoE rage because you just want to burn down the enemy fast. Okay. But in Karakura town and squad boss, you're not going to kill the enemy. That's not the objective. Okay, they have unlimited hit points, or so many hit points that it's impossible to kill them. So because you're going for do as much damage as you can, and there's just one target. So a single target nuker hits for more damage on one target than the others do. So any single target nuker that you have, red attackers, because of both Eisen and Karakura and his squad boss are both blue. Okay, remember the triangle, the elemental triangle. Red attacker beats blue supporter. Blue supporter beats shield or tank orange, and an orange tank beats red attacker. Okay, so there's a triangle. So they're blue, so you want to use red. So you want to bring as many enemy attackers in there as possible. Dangaichi goes red. He's an attacker. Or is he blue? No, he's red. There's a couple that are attackers that are blue. So I think Full Ichigo might have that title actually. Even though he's blue, he's technically an attacker because he does a ton of damage, but he's actually blue. So just take that into account for when you're going into Kenpachi contests where you're going up against another person. Make sure you don't stick him in there against somebody who's red, even though he's an attacker, because that's going to give him a disadvantage because red does beat blue. But no, Dangai Ichigo is red. So you want to use him on squad boss and Karakura town. So that's what I'm doing. I'm bringing him up. I want to try to do a little bit more. I mean, I hit the 81 million mark, but I want to. I don't hit it often enough. So I'd like to be consistently hitting it. Okay, so I need a little bit more power. Right now, I'm having to put B2 or Core in there in the front line to keep base Ichigo alive. So I'm going to bring him up. He can survive. He survives 80 to 90% of the time when Core is not in there. So I'm pretty sure if I take him up to 3 Prism, that'll be as far as I have to go in terms of his character enhancement. He'll always survive. Okay, but I want to be able to but I can't really take him out yet because he sometimes dies, and then that's not good. So I want to put in place of Iroquois, I want to put Dangai Ichigo because he's going to do more damage. But first, I got to get him up to at least Prism 3. And I'm going to have to get him up to Prism 3. So I'm starting to work on that right now. I've got him at 4 stars. I've got his skills maxed out. And I've got his weapon awakened. So that's pretty much the difficult stuff is done. It's now just a matter of time. It's going to take me a few weeks. But in a few weeks, I should be consistently hitting 81 million on the squad boss, which is where I want to be. I do it right now, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe 2 or 3 times, but the rest of the time I'm below it. So I mean, sometimes it's ridiculous. I mean, I'll get like 68. I don't know. I don't know. It seems like different days the squad boss is stronger, or either I just get unlucky. I don't know. But I want to be consistently hitting over 81. That is my first. That's the main goal. And I think putting him in there because he crits like a beast when he hits with Mugetsu, the rage. He just throws crits. Put a War Soul crit on him, which is what I plan to do. I don't have one right yet that's red, so I've got a temporary War Soul of the Saint, simply because he's not technically added the enhancements where I need to be, and I'm starting to try to use him on certain stuff just to get an idea of his power creep. So I put something that gave him a little bit of attack, a little bit of defense, and a little bit of hit points. Okay, so this helps him survive. I can get him to survive. I just did him on Squad Boss, just playing around with him. I can get him to survive like 7, but by 7 he dies. So the last 3 strikes of 8, 9, and 10, he's dead. So, and of course, then Ichigo dies sometimes on 9 or 10 because he doesn't have. Because I took out Karakura to put him Dangai Ichigo in there. So I'm just playing around. I do use one. I get 3 Squad Bosses, so I fooled around with one just to see what, get an idea of what works and what doesn't. And then I use my real one, real team, which is Karakura V2, full Hollow Ichigo in the center, and then base Ichigo on the edge, and then of course my backfield is always Tensei Zangetsu, Kenpachi, and White Ichigo, and I do pretty good damage. The problem with all those guys, all my attackers, is they're all AOE, so my Squad Boss could be a lot higher if I had a bunch of attackers. So I have Dangai Ichigo and Kenpachi, and base Ichigo now will all be column, so they'll be doing more damage because there's only one thing in the Squad Boss, and then Karakura there's only eyes, and so it's just one character. So those 3 will be doing more damage. Okay, but Tensei Zangetsu and White Ichigo do a ton of damage, even though it's AOE. So, but they're more AOE rage, so they're better for PV and PvP. So don't be surprised, if a lot of people probably have a very vastly different team for the Karakura town and for the Squad Boss. So get a red attacker, okay, and that's what you want to use for that. You'll find out that you do more damage. I've been focusing on PvE and PvP. I have not really focused on the Squad Boss and on the Karakura town event as much as I should. I'm not going to worry about Squad Boss. I'm never going to be the best in Squad Boss. The guys in our guild, there's guys, I'm literally doing like 300 damage. So I'm never going to get to that level with the characters that I've got. Okay, he's probably got 5 red attackers, all single nukers. Okay, I'm sure that's what he's using. And you can do that much damage when you do that. Just get single attacker nukers, max them all out to 6 or 7, and throw them in there with their weapons enhanced and awakened, and you'll do that much damage. I've been focusing on PvE and PvP, and I have not had trouble with PvE and PvP as of yet. So I'm fully happy with my team, but I just want to do a little bit more damage, especially in the Karakura town event. Okay, because I'd like to start being able to obtain some of the higher stuff, especially some of this War Soul right here. Okay, so I'm not quite to that, so I need a better Karakura town score. So that's what I'm focusing on. Since Dangai Ichigo Soul Box came up, I had I had a bunch of let me rephrase that. I had some Soul Jade, and I have a bunch of the actual tokens. So when Kazushini comes out pretty soon, I'll be able to do a bunch of pulls on him, and I won't even have to use Soul Jade. So that's the reason I went ahead and decided to go ahead. Yeah, I've got 79. So Kazushini will probably be coming out here in a few days. I assume once the Karakura town event clears out, they'll probably come up with a new character event for him, because he is shown in the actual inventory in the bag. So I had that's going to be it's going to be 8 pulls right there. These are pullable for new character. They're not usable in the soul boxes, but they are usable on the actual new character events. So I'll be able to get some Kazushini. Kazushini's one I'm probably going to try to hopefully focus a little bit on as well, simply because he is a single target nuker as well. Okay, so that's another nuker. So I'm going to try to start building up on the side some single target nukers, so I can start getting a little bit better score in the Karakura town event. So I can start getting a little bit better a little bit better of the rewards. Okay, right now I just average like 15 or so Omni shards, which is not bad. It's always useful, but I'd like to just once every now and then take one of the take one of the War Souls, because those are some of the good War Souls. I have one of those, but they're very hard to come by. All right, so that's where we're at. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So get in there for the World Championships, a chance to get some shards for an SSR weapon, and your choice. It's a choice pack, so that's always good. And like I say, for this, if you came up a little bit short on the Soul Box event for Notora or for Ichigo, then you have a chance to get some shards for their weapon. It's 5 shards. Okay, I purchased You can purchase it 30 times, which if you can get that many, that would be a bunch of times. You can make, you can make a bunch of copies of that and awaken it multiple times. But I just purchased 3. I think it was either 12 or 13, so I had to purchase 3 because you can only get it at 5 at a time. So I do have his weapon as I showed you. So yeah, go ahead and get in there. You got another day. Actually, I think it's 1 day. So yeah, 1 day. Yeah. So tomorrow will be the last day, and then this will come up. This will be up for 2 more days. Then I assume we're going to have the event for the new character. So hopefully, and this guy's a single target nuker. It's upset a lot of people. A lot of people were hoping he would be an AOE rage, you know, so he'd be useful for PvE and PvP. But I believe he is pretty sure. So he's attacker, and his attacking has his exception. That's not his rage. His rage is right here. Deals damage to the enemy with the highest attack. Right. So he's damaged. What's nice about it is the fact that it hits the strongest character, the one who's doing the most damage, which makes him very useful. Makes him not necessarily useful so much in PvE, but it might make him a little bit more useful in PvP, simply because he would be taking out the strongest enemy. Okay, and then of course you definitely want to use him in Squad Boss and Karakura Town because he's going to hit the only enemy there is, because that's the highest attacker. So guaranteed to hit Squad Boss and Karakura Town. So he's going to be useful. Counter to high attack enemies. That's going to be helpful as well too. Okay. Damage reduction is always helpful. Might definitely make him more useful in both Karakura Town and Squad Boss. Any type of damage reduction that you can do against those two is going to be beneficial. As they, I never die on Aizen, but I do die on the Squad Boss occasionally. Ichigo does, so this would be beneficial too. So I'm going to try to get him up to 4 stars as well, and see if we can maybe work something in with him as well. But yeah, we just have to wait and see how he comes out and see how it plays out. But yeah, so that's everything that's going on right now in Bleach. So another 3 days, maybe we might get a chance to see Kachasini come out. And don't forget about the World Championships. At least try to get to the level where you can get 50 shards at the end of the event, so that you can choose an SSR weapon. Because that's the only way to get Ichigo's, Unohana's, and a few others. So if you're working on any of the characters, SSR characters, and you're not seeing their weapon inside of the gacha shop, which, for those of you who don't know, is right here inside of gacha. And then gear exchange. As you can see, we've got some characters in here. Some SSR characters. Lisa is SSR. This is the SSR version, I believe, of Rukia. So yeah, so as you can see, yeah, you got Ishin, his weapon, and Getsu. So as you can see, there are some SSR characters in here. But what you will not find is you will not find Ichigo's weapon inside of here. And you will not find Unohana's weapon, Minazuki, inside of here as well either. You have to get those from the SSR Select box. Okay? So, but yeah, some are in here. You can also get emblems, tombs, and you can get some miscellaneous stuff like some essence, Awakened Essences in here. Once I get, I'll be using the shards to finish up Minazuki's weapon. I'm almost finished with her weapon. Minazuki. Unfortunately, Minazuki 47. I believe I got 47 or something like that for Minazuki's weapon. Where's it at? Right here, 45. I need 5 more. So I'll be using 5 of those 50 to finish off Minazuki. I got 50 on the last world. I used all that on Ichigo's weapon to get Ichigo. I still do have his weapon now. And then I'll just use some of the others on one of these other characters. You know, I might go ahead and finish off. You know, use 5 on that. I might go ahead and do 7 to finish off Shinsui's weapon, which would be a good idea. Excellent. And then I could use don't really have anything else that's that close. Might probably just go ahead and do another weapon for no, I can't use Swinsey. Swinsey's he's UR. Yeah, Schwintzie's UR, so that's not going to work. So I'll probably just have to choose somebody. I might actually consider doing Ishin's. Ishin is one of the bonds for Ichigo, so I might go ahead and focus on his weapon next, because I'm bringing him up in stars simply because of the fact that he's a bond, and more stars gets, you know, more strength to the bond. So I might go ahead and just focus on him and bring him up in terms of his bond. And then have to think of something else. I don't really have Enter. Minazuki's my main. Yeah, I'll be able to use the 5 shards because he's an SSR character. She's the second best healer in the game. The best healer in the game is, of course, our version, or him, a Christmas version, I believe is what she is. I do have her, and she is on my list of to-do. She was actually on my list of to-do now. But like I said, I went ahead and changed my plan when that Dan guy Ichigo Soul Box came out of nowhere. I should have been prepared for that, but I had been a little bit lax on checking Biz. That's the Immortal Souls tip Discord. Otherwise, I probably would have known it would have been coming, but it caught me by surprise. They usually don't throw up a Soul Box event so soon after another event like that, so I'd used up pretty much all of my Soul Jade on the Tensa Zangetsu Soul Box, which allowed me to get him to 6-star, and allowed me to get 2 copies of his weapon. So that's where I was at, so I really was a little bit low. I might have sort of curbed my enthusiasm, so to speak, if I'd known that Dan got Ichigo's Soul Box was come up, just because I really liked the character. So that's where we're at. All right. So I just wanted to go ahead and get everybody out there, let you know, knock this out for another day, and then get ready for hopefully Kajusini. So if you're looking for a single target nuker for Squad Boss and for Karakura Town, save up your Soul Jade because he should be coming pretty soon. All right. So again, thanks everybody a lot for watching the video. Always remember to subscribe to the channel. Once you've subscribed, you'll see that pretty little bell down here. If you click on that pretty little bell, you'll get notified each time I do drop a video. And also remember to like and share, as that does help the channel immensely. So this is Kenry coming at you from the corner, signing out.